Valentines. Because we're very limited in what we can do in the house today, we're going to plant potatoes that have started sprouting. And some garlic. We already have a lot of garlic, but we're going to plant some more.
Yes, apparently supermarkets can't sell garlic that doesn't sprout immediately anymore.
No, wouldn't appear so. So it's very cold. We're not going to do very much today, but we're a little bit gate-kept by builder stuff happening. So just a happy Valentine's Day. Let's go do some garden stuff. I'll put in a time lapse of this is how long it took for the dogs to stop barking. But yes, I think we're going to have to move the lilac because it cannot handle living in a bog. And I think we'll just have to put the pond on this side where it's flooded, and then...
So it's sort of, you may be able to see on camera, but
yeah,
it comes out to about here, then goes round to about here.
So if we put like the deepest part of the pond right here and then bog around it with a rockery, maybe.
The challenge is that is a very large pond area-wise.
Well, hopefully if we dig it down and get some of the clay dug up and dealt with and, you know, ameliorate, is that the word I mean? Ameliorate the soil, then it will hopefully drain a bit better. And we can control where it floods to some extent. The problem is, I don't know why it's flooding there so much. The only thing I could think of is, you know, the drain that's coming out of the garage. It might be that a bunch of water from the road runs off into the garden. Because it's not...
I mean, that sort of slopes off,
sort
of that way.
Yeah, I don't really understand why it's there, but... yeah, we're just going to have to really rethink a little bit about what this corner looks like.
Or dig some boreholes, frankly. So, because digging down below the clay, having tried that down to squelch. As far as the post holes go, the clays definitely didn't give up before I did.
No. So, yeah, we're going to have to do some investigation. Because what I don't want is I don't want to be fighting nature. You know, I don't want to spend the next 10 years fighting nature. Like, we just need to work with it, you know, and figure out, especially once we get the extension in and everything, you know, how best to regrade all of this and build it up a bit. So, yeah.
It does just seem to be here, so I'm wondering if we can get away with, digging a massive hole, try and break through the clay layer, maybe dig through the clay layer here.
There's definitely some investigation that needs to happen here.
Yes.
That'll be fun. Love to dig in this soil.
Right, okay, so if you're on potatoes...
We'll just grab a couple more bags. I mean, there's plenty of potatoes to go around, because I usually don't put more than about 4 seedlings in each one.
Oh, well, yes.
Because usually if you put 4 in, 2 to 3 of them will thrive. There's a few more of the green ones over there as well if we end up needing them.
Probably not.
Yeah, if you leave too much of the actual potato, it just rots. So you just want to go like this bit. Compost potatoes.
We'll probably move stuff around so we've not got the sticks sitting anywhere near the bottom.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think we'll need this many potato bags, but probably consolidating them in one place is not a bad shout. Yeah, we also need to work out the long-term plan for all the extra ceiling roof tiles.
To go onto the extension.
Yes. So yes, you're thinking lilac where the compost bin is.
Yeah. Like just in front of that stump, basically.
Yes.
mean, if you want, we could just dig that today. What else are we doing with our lives?
I mean, I'm at least gonna lay the groundwork.
What foxes? Why are the foxes bringing us cheese?
Somebody who's less disciplined about shutting the bin, or somebody who's not got restacking, not restacking bin. Yeah, one of them boys. So moving.
Yeah, more interesting than just watching me sit here and move dirt from one bag to the next. I won't leave terribly long sections of any of this in.
Yes,
You don't know me.
15 years then.
Oh, 15 years.
Well, it's going to be 15 years.
You poor love.
Blimey.
How have you put up with this chaos for 15 years? My goodness. Well, don't peel too much bark off.
I mean, this is just peeling the bark off and more the bark that's already peeled itself off falling off.
Yeah, that's all right. The whole idea is that we want it to decompose, and then the beetles will come. And if the beetles come, the hedgehogs will come.
And one of these appliances haven't found something sleeping under here. Boy. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, it's a bit more on the wall, I'd like, but
As a relatively temporary thing, should be okay. You know what Romeo Boyd would say?
no, I don't know who that is.
A girl in trouble is a temporary thing. Doesn't know who Romeo Void is. Not done a very good job acclimating him to the 80s, have I? You even 80s, bro?
No, I was anywhere between a fetus, a baby, or not existing at the time.
You were an egg.
Yeah. So yeah, digging a hole, which leads us to the big problem. Apparently what's going to be the main villain in this phase of the Our Garden cinematic universe, the clay. Apparently.
Well, again, hopefully it's not so bad over there. This is what the people are here for. To watch you dig a hole.
Because yes, apparently, at least in that specific bit, all of the clay travelled around the garden on my shoes.
Yeah.
So basically, well, pretty much where that adamantine.
Yeah, so see that red branch that's sticking out right next to your right foot? Right about where that's pointing.
That?
Yeah. Like,
Naturally, where I just moved the fucking log.
well, no, I mean, in front of it is fine, but yeah, like,
Well, I literally.
yeah.
I'm not ignoring you. So
No.
broadly about here.
Yeah. I was more just thinking, like, you want to be far enough away from that stump that you're not going to just be digging into the roots of it, but...
I suspect that's going to be a hard one to.
Yeah, possibly.
Yes, I suspect Ross. I'm going to be missing the jackhammer fairly soon.
I am also happy to help tag team your hole.
Well, yes, I'm already coming up against roots, so.
But it's not boggy, at least.
I mean, it's more sandy, but I think that's from, you remember all of the bags of sand that were buried here.
Yeah, I think the lavender will like that, actually. Having nice drainage around it will be very nice to where it is right now, just being drowned, the poor little thing. I feel like it's gonna prefer it.
Well, while I was digging, already one massive tree root, so
Well, adjust as needed, essentially. Like, I don't want to get too far away from the fence, but again, we can put other things behind it as we build up around that concrete, should we so desire.
oh, I'm already overheating.
Yeah, I thought you might. You got a lot of layers. You're like an onion.
It was fucking freezing a minute ago.
Indeed.
Okay.
Oh.
Right, the electric secateurs are charged, then.
Should be charged enough, yeah.
Yes, I'm hoping that I'm not just moving the roots I'm finding, only to dig out some even bigger ones. You want the process? That's the process.
Process is, look at that butt.
I mean, not a specific focus, but yes. Yes, massive roots, just as I feared.
Okay. Well, again, I don't think it needs to go much deeper than that. So,
Well, I mean, I can't dig through the massive roots, is my point.
what direction is the root going in?
Straight through the middle of the hole. I'm going to move it that way to get in
Yeah.
before you add another
No,
floor.
that's literally what I was just going to suggest, smart Alec.
Yes, the important lesson is to let me finish, because I'll probably get there at the same time as you.
Maybe.
If not sooner, because I'm actually doing it.
Maybe. One of the many things that I had to do was to take some of the little native plants that we had put into pots and move them into another pot, which the foxes had dug up quite a few of, but some have managed to survive. So I was able to take some of the extra potting soil, put it in there, empty out the pot, and replant the rhubarb. It took a while.
Right, what am I doing?
I just need you to hold the bag while I lift the top out. So maybe if you lift it and let's sort of tip it.
Am I lifting?
Just lift the whole bag. And then, lift it from the bottom. Just dump it, basically. Such a big chore. Can you just pull the bag away? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Perfect. Needs a bit of deconstructing, but appreciate it.
I mean, I'm inevitably going to find another route within like 30 seconds, but it's currently clear for now. There's a big old course of a brick and just a route going through.
I can use those bricks.
Probably not one that old and knackered in the current project, but, you know, we have it. We'll probably find a use for it somewhere.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, a basically whole brick you can probably use.
Nice. I do have brick needs.
Indeed.
Really big. Oh yeah?
No, I was thinking we're probably needing a bigger hole than Tanya's been describing. And we do, but not by as much as I thought. I forgot how.
I mean, it's just a little baby tree. It's not quite bare root, but
I mean, yes, I wouldn't say it's as clay over here, but I would definitely still describe it as claggy soil.
well, anything will be better than where the poor thing is now. That's not good for it.
I'm concerned about the water that's suddenly seeping into this hole now I'm down a way.
Trying to think if we've got any like pebbles or anything we can put in the bottom to. I mean, there are just some small rocks right there. Even if you just before we planted, if you put a couple scoops, that's better. If we put a couple scoops of this gravel pile under it.
Gravel pile, sorry?
So right next to the maple tree, there's just a bunch of little rocks and sand.
Alright.
Just
I'd suggest it's probably not a gravel pile so much as just some gravel you can see.
yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like if you just take a couple scoops of that and maybe even, I think we still have some sand by the back door.
Oh, yeah, okay. Digging a little bit deeper and finding a bit more.
Clay.
Yep.
Who would have thought this house built on a clay pit would have so much clay?
To be fair,
I think they just farmed clay here.
yes, I believe.
Literally.
I mean, I believe you told me that, and I also believe we found that out after we moved here.
Yup. It's a clay farm. Oh, my little rhubarb will be so much happier now.
Yes.
It's got a real pop, like a real boy.
Yeah, apparently it's only getting worse.
The water?
Well, that too. I mean, the clay, but the water's not getting better either.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what to do. I mean, it's just foggy. Guess it is what it is.
Right, let me at least get. What's at the bottom? Yeah, we're going to let that sit a minute to see just the scale of the problem, but I feel it's notable that pretty much, once I got through the first foot or so, like no roots made it any further down.
Got some nice irises or something coming up over here.
Indeed. And yes, I also suspect if it's
Yeah, I mean, if it's filling back in, it's not like you're going to be able to do anything about it.
no.
The garden is starting to come alive. Little violets coming up. So we're going to come back to this hole issue.
Yes, you haven't seen the hole yet, have you?
Let's look at the hole. Show me your hole, honey.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging.
Oh, goodness. Yes, it's already completely filled with water. So, obviously, we don't want to drop the lilac into there. So we've got to figure out some mitigation strategies. But we have at least tidied up quite a bit. Moved a couple of things that were under the tree and therefore getting loads of bird poo. We've built a little bit of a cage around our potato and garlic starts because the foxes keep coming by and nicking our potatoes. We can't have that. So yeah, replanted the rhubarb, replanted a couple of the little natives that the foxes had dug up. But overall, very pleased with how it's coming along out here. It's just a very frustrating bog that we're going to have to just learn how to deal with. He's gone rogue.
Hello, Tom. I want to play a game.
Why are you such a weirdo?
What can I say? Most of my pop culture was from the middle of the 2000s.
Now, how are you going to get that out of the neighbor's yard when it falls?
Carefully. Currently, we're seeing how it breaks.
Okay. Don't break it. We want the tree to live. You got to cut it clean. Do you need some help?
I don't think so.
Okay. Don't break my fence.
Yeah, that's not the worst of it. Although the worst of it was doing this standing in the mud I just dug out.
I hope it's mud. Well, now what are you going to do with it?
Yeah. Put it in rooting compound and grow another tree, apparently.
Alrighty then. You're funny.
Okay, apparently that was a loop bearing stick.
Why you're so funny. Yeah, it's a weird one. This is what I'm saying. I just don't know if it's actually going to survive because it's not a great tree. It was probably a volunteer to begin with.
Yeah, but theoretically that should, at the very least, point the remaining bits of tree in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. You gonna put all those apples in your compost?
Yep. We're going to make a good cudgel out of some of those.
Or a mace? Come on, keep talking to me about melee weapons.
Well, I'm an ogre, like, clubs should be my forte. Unfortunately, you have to be kept out with cudgel. Right. Now, look.
No, the rest of that you'll need either the little chainsaw or the hacksaw for.
Yes. So you can live as a right angle.
Good job, babe. Now we just gotta get all the little spindly branches off it.
Yeah.
Gonna need a bigger boat.
That might need Tom to come out. And I suppose it's also wait and see which one of those actually survive.
Yep. All right. Happy Valentine's, kids. We're gonna go play video games because that's what we do for fun. Meanwhile, at Andy's parents' house, Ormond was enjoying some birthday quail eggs because he was 6 on Valentine's Day.
Come out to the gym, she said. We're all going to do a whole bunch of
I mean, this is Valentine's Day fun right here. Oh, you sexy beast. You sure you don't want one in the garden?
Yes, as discussed on the video that was done in portrait, even 2 of these would take up the garden.
I guess. Maybe a rooftop gym someday.
That probably relies on a place with a roof that's not full of solar.
I guess.
Also flat.